capital for the last stop of the Dream's 4-game road trip. Starting with the starting lineups, we'll start with the Atlanta Dream. As you see, Sika.
The Dream have to do is play smart defense. This Washington team leads the W in personal fouls drawn and free throw attempts. And the other thing is catch and shoot threes. 93% of Atlanta's three-point attempts and shots are all assisted on. They've got to be able to be ready to shoot.
Washington starts off with the ball in their red. Atlanta with the white jerseys on, opposing. First on the defensive end, Shakira Austin rims around a bit, but gets the first points on the board.
She's going to put pressure on the rim, exactly as they should. Howard putting pressure downhill.
Ryan Howard sends it out to Alisha Gray, short on the 3. 7 threes that were made in the previous game against Seattle. That is something that we haven't grown to see against the Dream, and right away, Shakira Austin with the first 4 points of this ball game. Up with the bucket, the foul, and an opportunity for the three-point play. And off the mark on the free throw, Alisha Gray comes up with the rebound. Jordan Canada, soft touch on the inside and puts Atlanta on the board.
JC had a couple good games during the break where she just put the team on her back, and it was the aggressive play, touching the paint with her feet, but also looking out for her teammates being able to score at the same time.
Fourth and final game of this 4-game road trip. We mentioned it, there were going to be 6 games in that 10-day span for the Atlanta Dream. They knew it was going, averaging double figures for the Atlanta Dream. Jordan Canada, one of them, just under 12 points per game, is Ryan Howard. You said you wanted to see more threes, and Ryan Howard delivers.
And Ryan Howard is a player who can create off that 3 ball as well. She just draws in so many defenders. You don't know if she's going to take it to the rack, pass it, or go up for the 3.
Ryan Howard can score on all levels of the floor, coming off of a 27-point game in the loss against Seattle, and right away, 3rd trip down the floor and the 3rd look for Shakira Austin.
And we told you they're going to do this collectively.
70% from the free throw line. The rebound. Pace is a very important factor for Atlanta in transition. Short on the 3, but that's why, because they get a lot of good looks in the open floor.
And right away you see Sika Kone giving them an extra possession, and this is what happens when they get extra possessions. Now Alisha Gray gets 2 feet in the paint, and she finds her rhythm.
And the assist coming from Jordan Canada. Jordan Canada, as we mentioned, just 2 points away from another double-double. She had the 10 assists against Seattle. Angel Reese all the way up the floor. No call. Alisha Gray gets fouled on the putback. She'll get 2 at the charity stripe.
Right there, Angel Gray, both in attempts and in makes. So she really knows how to put the pressure on them inside.
Knocks down the 2nd of the pair. Atlanta with a 4-point lead with about 2 minutes into this ball game. Jordan Canada hovering Georgia Amor. Amor behind the back, pulls up in the middle and finds a way to drop it in.
Looking shifty out there. Georgia Amor looking faster before she missed the last couple games.
Angel Reese rebound and no contact that she wanted on the inside. Instead, it will go back to the Mystics.
And right away,
it is well documented that Angel Reese is a monster on the O board, so them not giving up points off of it, you would think is on the play. So Alisha Gray with the steal and the pick 6 for 2 and puts Atlanta at 10-6.
Atlanta has 4 of the top 10 players in steals per game, including Alisha Gray.
Georgia Amor, nifty move on the baseline with the up and under.
Looking like a late all-star push out there.
Jordan Canada saying, wait a minute there, rookie. Let me show you how it's done. Draws the foul, and she'll get 2 at the free throw.
To get out in transition and score inside of the paint.
First of the pair goes down for Jordan Canada. She's been pretty solid from the free throw line. A couple of substitutions for Atlanta as Alisha Gray will take a seat. That's the importance of finding a way to convert on the other end.
Absolutely, and that's where the Dream hurt this Washington team. The last time that they played them, they forced turnovers, they scored off of those, and that's where the Dream are tops in the WNBA in that category, as another guard in Flores scores easy too, gets behind the defense.
It's a mentioning as well that Nas Hillman is back on the floor for Atlanta. Backdoor cut by Ryan Howard for 2.
Notice Atlanta not slowing. They're just getting the ball out, make her miss and going.
Another turnover for the Mystics. Jordan Canada with another bucket off of a turnover, and this is the type of defense that Atlanta has shown throughout the season and have scored on every turnover from the Mystics. Off the bounce, and it looks good for Michaela Onyenwere.
She's just, even if it's a broken play or a set play.
Had a career-high 30 points against Portland. Just to mention, too, the previous 3 games, she only had a combined 11 points. Angel Reese on the board with a tough take.
And that's how you respond to no calls from the referee. You go back and you get it.
Shakira Austin in the trail, gets the ball at the top of the key. Michaela looking for an angle, So look up Tahina Pow on the floor for Atlanta. Izzy Borrelais on the baseline, accepts the screen from Angel Reese. She's so crafty in the paint, but couldn't connect on the put. Lucy Olsen also in the game for the Mystics. The bounce pass eaten up, and Izzy Borrelais comes up with her first steal. Travel, she thought the trail for Naz Hillman was there. Instead, it's the first turnover for the Atlanta Dream.
And we're seeing more of that from Borrelais, or lack of pass from Borrelais, is a chemistry thing.
Olsen, too strong to the rookie out of UCLA, Lauren Betts. Couldn't bring it in, so that will bring us to our first break of the ball game at Atlanta as All-Star GMs as part of the continued celebration. So that's going to be really exciting. Again, that's Saturday, July 25th. And don't worry, you can continue to see if Atlanta will place their starters for the reserves.
Hopefully they got a few options in there because there are definitely some deserving players on the floor. So Cott almost gets her own offensive read.
One of the general managers. Could it possibly be that Angel Reese is her first pick, being one of her former coaches?
I love the connection that you made there. It's got me shaking my head because I'm saying yes. Hopefully that is the case.
10 on the shot clock. Olsen sends it to Lauren Betts. Lauren Betts trying to shoot over Medina Okad and gets the bucket. That is a range where we've shown.
Though she got pushed way out and just rose over the defense and made the shot.
Off the mark for the 3. Here comes Georgia Amore on the left side of your screen.
Excellent recognition. Route got switched off on her. There's just no matchup when they're one-on-one that close to the rim.
Pull up for Izzy, nothing there. Naz Hillman with the rebound. And she turns down the 3. One too many steps, just a hesitation on the shot.
One of the best offensive players from across the pond. She has to be able to be confident in that shot because that's exactly what her teammates and Carl Smesko wants her to do. No hesitation in the 3 ball.
Aletha Flores sends it outside and a bucket goes, and Washington find the lead by 1. Washington, who put up the most points they had in franchise history in that 4 overtime win against Portland, 124 points. They are without Sonia Citron.
Skits. And sharing the basketball, something that Sydney Johnson also emphasized. This team plays so well when they are moving and the ball is not sticking. As Gray turns the corner.
I love the matchup with Angel Reese and Shakira Austin.
Canada left it short. Tracks down the own miss.
And then Shakira Austin took her talents to another SEC team at Ole Miss for Coach Yo down there.
Howard step back. Reese inside gets it to fall.
And that's going to be such a monster matchup on the inside by Austin, but just too much force by Reese.
Amore back on the floor, picked up those 2 fouls in the first quarter. Austin from the elbow, already up to 9 points.
Well, I hope Angel Reese is okay. She caught a solid screen there by Onyenwere, went under it. Shakira got a clean look.
Reese going right back to work.
And right down into the body of Shakira Austin for that one.
Reese having a conversation with Carl Smesko. She was coming back up the floor.
Trying to figure out the read defensively. She's getting hung up on that screen that they continue to set for Shakira.
Austin tried to kick it back outside. Reese In transition for the lay-in.
And that's why she's averaging a career high in points this season. Her ability to put the ball on the deck, and there's Juju. Angel Senior. We played against each other collegiately way back in the day, and let me say something for that. I mean, that's cut and paste right there in terms of skill set.
Dougal Leach bothered by Howard coming over. Angel. Too strong on the lay-in attempt.
She was making her way downhill on that one.
And about to take off and fly.
But it's not like they're not going to her. She just has to stay aggressive as well.
Onyenwere went over the screen. Nice recovery. Gray, the lay-in, plus the foul.
Now Washington is being spaced out and put in rotation by Atlanta. And
Alicia Gray had a field day at the free throw line in the June 6th meeting. Career high 12 made free throws on 15 attempts.
She stays aggressive. Ball, but her mid-range game is so tough to guard because she's shifty and obviously can get all the, which is why she gets to the free throw line like that. Basketball stays in her hands a lot for Atlanta. Jordan Canada relieving some of that pressure.
Oh, Cody. Oh, fell off the rim as Iriafin and Gray hit the deck. Dream with numbers. Gray off to Okot for the lay-in.
What a quick decision there by Gray to dime that off to Okot on the weak side. The rookie out of
something that's much bigger, something that's much greater of an impact in their life for the long run.
Thanks, David.
Absolutely, thank you.
Guys.
Oh, thanks, Juliana. The double figures with the lay-in. Gray matching it point for point.
Really good job there for Washington, anyway, to get into the paint. It was a 10-2 burst for Atlanta before those last two buckets were scored, and all 10 points by Atlanta were scored inside. So you can see they were trying to get right back down into the painted area after that first quarter. She has to be set, right? And I think that's where that infraction occurred.
Little two-player game. Austin over Okot. Okot still working.
I was dancing with the stars down in there with that pivot foot. That big toe was nailed down to the floor, and she was spinning on that thing. Tough finish inside for the rookie.
Oh, Austin through three defenders. Through three defenders, Iriafin able to draw the foul.
Oh my goodness, but that rip and go attack of the top leg by Shakira Austin was vicious. I mean, boy, some speedies.
3 consecutive double-doubles for Kiki Iriafin, has been averaging 17 points and 12 rebounds. From the studio and post-game live to break it all down.
Oh, in the words of my good friend Drew Gooden, who's the analyst for the Wizards, let's get cracking. Hey, those rookies are ready to go. They're in the gym and getting some solid work in for the Wiz.
I actually saw the monumental promo for Debonza on a bus stop near my apartment. I was very excited as Pow Pow around and out on the three-point attempt. Iriafin asking for it inside, kickball. Angel Reese is down. Slow to get up.
Hard fall.
For to shoot. Amor step back short.
At least she got a shot vision and come to the strong side to save her, to relocate and catch one.
Howard off the screen, the give to Reese into the body. Onyenwere got tangled up, jump ball.
Yeah, that was tough spacing for the Washington Mystics, right? You saw Kiki Iriafin was already there, planted on the ball side block. So if you see some
acting a little bit faster as his team becomes more used to the pro game.
Yeah, they weren't knocking in shots in that one either, which made it worse. But they were taking good shots, which makes this opportunity to play today better.
Headed the other direction, an offensive foul on Kone.
two-player action here, looking like a double stagger for Cody McMahon, who started this one for Sony Citron. They like to run that play for her.
Canada's playing some tough ball pressure defense. Iria Finn threw it away. She's got to shoot that. 2-on-1, Gray lays it in.
Another live ball run out opportunity for Atlanta. That's what they want to do. You can't give them what they want.
Largest lead of the game for the Dream. It's 38-28 as we are under 4 minutes to play here in the second quarter.
You got to make sure on those kinds of plays and not force the issue, because those gaps close up quickly. And almost another one.
Gray was all over it. Turnover. It was last touch by McMahon.
Decision making, right? You have to take a beat, take a breath, take hard cuts, make sure before it gets out of your hands.
Oh, Canada, it was a great layoff, couldn't convert.
Did you say, oh, Canada?
Oh, well, I didn't mean to,
Okay.
but it just worked
Okay.
that way.
I'm about to say it bars today.
Sometimes it just happens that way, as that was India Navarro tying up Kiki Iriafen.
So, I mean, they're just almost at that here at the half, and that is not going to bode well for experienced Washington Mystics team.
Silver lining is 10 points, not insurmountable for the Mystics. Cass Prosper playing for the first time in a handful of games, going right to the rim. That was fearless. Underneath, kick out, thrown away. Howard, no one picked her up. And a misfire on the three-pointer, foul on the floor.